Useful tech for in the office and at the home. Well, you're in the right place. We've got a load of Unitek products, and these are all accessories for laptops, tablets, mobile phones, everything for cameras, and these are all the accessories that you need to get you started. Stick around if we'll find more. People just haven't got enough time to obviously go into a shop, buy a laptop and find out what all the ports they need, or they just haven't got physically enough money to buy the laptop they want, or they don't think it's worth the money to buy all them ports on a laptop. Well, you can go to Unitek. They've got a wide range of accessories, and it's for all laptops, your video camera, your photography camera, laptops, Macs, everything, which will give you an extension of the ports that you need. So say you need a HDMI port, or you need an SD or a mini SD card support for your video camera or your photography camera, Unitek have got you covered. So let's start off with this one, and this has got 3 USB ports, which is up to 5 gigabits per second, so you'll get nice, really fast read and write speeds depending on your SD card or your mini SD card. So you've got an SD card that goes on the front here, and you've got a micro SD card. It comes with a cable, and it's a nice aluminium casing, looks quite stylish, fits on the desk, looks really nice. And the thing is, it's got a little LED light to indicate that information is happening as you download or you transfer your data from this device. You could just plug and play this into any device and it will work straight away. You do not need any drivers to actually drive this product. It will work straight out of the box, and that is good because people ain't got time for that. So we've got a PCI Express, and this is USB 3.1. It should be a different colour, but it looks like USB 3, but it's actually USB 3.1. So you slide this into a 16 times bus slot on a motherboard in a normal size computer, and use the expansion bracket and take the other one out of the case, and you slide this into the computer, and you've got an extra couple of slots, but it gives you USB 3.1, which is up to 10 gigabits per second, which is ultimately really fast. And then you've got a Molex connector. I don't know why they couldn't just put a SATA connector on the top there. Would have been a lot more cleaner, a lot more smoother. People don't like using Molex, and I hate Molex, but yeah, you can get an extra added on, so they do these accessories as well. In the box you'll also have this disc included, which is a driver disc, which Unitek include. But if you haven't got an external CD drive or DVD drive, you could just basically download the drivers from the actual Unitek website, which I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. So another Unitek product that I really appreciate is that it's got 6 ports on the front, and it's got a port on the side there, and you'll notice that these are all USB 3s, so you've got still up to the data transfer, or up to 5 gigabits per second, which means it's super fast. And also included in the box is an adapter as well, so you can actually charge all your devices from 1 amp to 2 amps. That means that your tablet or phone, and it won't ever go over voltage or anything like that. It's all got a little bit of smart technology in this thing. It's also, it connects to the side here like that, and then you just have it on your desk laying down, so it looks really nice. And then plug that into another USB 3 slot. So if you've got a laptop or Mac or anything like that, it's got a USB 3. You plug this into a laptop, and then you've got all these functions. So you can plug in a tablet, a phone, a keyboard or anything like that all at the same time. So you can charge devices and do data transfers and receive data transfers off this product. So it's really cool to have. It's plug and play, so there's no drivers. One of my favourites is the Unitek multi-card reader. Now this is really a lifesaver because you can use your CF cards, which I use in my 5D Mark III, or I can use the SD card, so it's really cool for that. And it's got the micro SD card at the front, but there's no ports at the back. But what I like about it compared to the other ones that I've had, you know, the ones that have got Western Digital connectors, and after a while they start to come loose, and then eventually when you go to put your card in there, it doesn't read or write to it, it just cuts off, and it's really annoying and time consuming. Well, they've they've added the cable straight into the actual device, and you can take it with you, and it's good because if you've got a laptop that's got USB 3, you're going to get the read and write speeds of what your manufacturer of the SD card says that you're going to get. And I like it because it's nice and flat and it's easy. I can take it with me and I don't have the cable where I can lose it. The cable's already extended, well, long enough to actually connect to a laptop or even a PC, and it works in Mac as well, and there's no drivers for it. You just plug it in and it's plug and play. It works. So if you've got a laptop and you need that Ethernet port, well, this is the device to have. On the side there, it's got a Gigabit LAN port, which is for an RJ45 connector, which is the standard cable that you use with your internet service provider, and you would stick it in from, well, you connect this into the computer, and then you'll connect the RJ45 in there, and then you will have internet straight away because that's where your extra ports are. And Unitek didn't even think about just putting an RJ45 port there. They thought about adding USB 3s there, so you got 5 gigabits or up to 5 gigabits data transfer, read and writes back to your laptop. So this is backwards compatible, like all the products I've been talking about with the Unitek. This actually goes back from XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, 32-bit, 64-bit, Mac operating system, and Linux as well. This also supports Wake Up on LAN. It supports IP version 4 and IP version 6 as well. I like this little product of Unitek. This is a USB 3. USB 3 port hub and plus Gigabit port docking station for the Surface Pro or a tablet or a hybrid tablet that will fit into the top of here. It's got the indicated lights there to show activity going on, whether you're charging or you're transferring data back and forth. You've got 3 USB 3s on the front here, which are up to 5 gigabits per second. You've got a cable, which I like, that it's just stuck into the back and you're not going to lose the cable and it ain't going to come loose and snap. It's got a USB 3 in the back there where you can connect it to the Surface Pro, and you can use the power from the Surface Pro for all of this activity to go on. Or you can connect your phone to the back here, so you use a micro B connector and you put your cable in, and then you'll use that to connect into a device. So what you could do is connect this into the back like so, and then you put your USB cable in, and then you put your micro B in for your phone. So that's all to do with Android phones and stuff like that. But you can also, it's got a port here especially for another charging bit, and then the other bits are for data, but I think they're all data transfer, read and writes back and forth. And you've got a Gigabit LAN port on the back, and you've got a power button, so you can turn it off and do not waste the power off your Surface Pro 3, 4 or your hybrid tablet that you've got docking into the docking station. So you've got USB 3s on the front, which are up to 5 gigabits per second. You've got a micro B on the back, you've got a power saver, so you don't keep absorbing all your tablets and stuff. You don't need to disconnect your phone or your tablet if you've got them connected. You've got your keyboard and mouse that you can be connecting to it, and you can put a flash drive which is USB 3, and you can get read and write speeds really nice from this little docking station, which will make your laptop into more of a desktop sort of process, which is really good. And it's also backwards compatible. You will need to get the drivers, as I said. If you ain't got a external CD drive or even an embedded one into your computer case, then you can just go into the link in the description down below, which I'm going to leave, and then you can go to Unitek website and then download all the drivers that you need so you stay current and up to date. So this time we've got a Unitek cloning station and also read and writes to take your data off, like say if you're taking photos off or your videos and games and all stuff for your PCs and laptops. This will get, well, Unitek's got you covered here as well. So first out the box you'll get an adapter to obviously get it working. You will have a driver's disc, because you will need a driver's disc, or you can go to the website, as I said, just download drivers. You've got a connector, USB 3, which is quite long, and you'll connect this to the back of this device here, and then adapter goes into the back, and then you can turn it on and off. You can use this for solid state drives, 2.5 inch drives, 3.5 inch drives. You can basically get all your reads and writes and data straight off of the drives from out of these at the same time, or you can put 2 identical drives in and clone them. So you can put in, say you got all your Windows 10 or your Mac operating system, whatever, you can clone it from one drive to another, so it's exactly the same. They include the software down below, but I would go and download the software so it's most up to date. And then you've got all the indications that's showing which one's in, so if it's A, which is that one, you've got A, which is 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch, it works mechanical, solid state, as I said, and you can go from solid state to mechanical hard drive if you want. Just make sure that the drive that you're using is bigger than the one that you're not using, if that makes any sense. But it's got nice little green and orange lights that come up at the bottom, and it tells you when data is receiving or taken away, and you can turn it on and off, and it's as simple as that. And this is the cloning button from this. Now this runs at 6 gigabytes per second through SATA, and it's got nice rubber feet at the bottom. It's silver and it's quite solid. It doesn't really feel cheap. It looks quite good to like sit on the desk, and I do like it. So I think I've been using this for about 2 months and I've had no problems whatsoever. It's got like a brushed little aluminium metal on there, nice little edge, and it just looks nice on the desk. The speeds and reads and writes that you can get, so hard disk connector PC, 405 megabytes per second, and if you're using 128 gigabyte data SSD, transferring times 4 minutes, that's what the manufacturer says. The speed of 485 megabytes per second between the cloning, and you don't need a PC as well. So those are all the Unitek products that you need in your life. If you've got all the like Surface Pro 3 or Surface Pro 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got a Mac, you've got a MacBook Air, you've got an iPad Air, you've got an iPhone, you've got an Android phone, you've got a Nokia phone, you've got a PC, you've got a laptop, Unitek have got you covered. And this is not everything that Unitek does. This is just a handful of stuff that they sent me, and I'll tell you what, this is so brilliant. And I've been using the products for at least a couple of months, and it's really good. They're really hard wearing and they look stylish, and some of them you can just pack in your bag and take with you. Most big YouTubers are using this sort of stuff anyway, because you can buy a laptop as thin as anything, and you can have one USB port, and you can just buy one of these accessories, which is a lot more cheaper than buying a laptop that's a lot more thicker, and it will heat up more, it'll be heavier, and you might not use all the ports, but you can buy this to the specification that you want, to your own preferences. Links are all going to be in the description, as I said. Download, keep up to date, as I said. And this is the end of the review, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.